Welcome to my backyard. I had another live stream set up for just now, and I had some serious technical difficulties, and so now I'm here on my phone. I didn't alert anybody on Instagram. I just killed the original streaming link, and so now I'm just gonna hang out here. This is stupid, but I get to practice using the phone because I've never used the phone interface for live streaming before. So yeah, can I what's this button? Retouch on. Interesting. Retouch off. That's a mute button. I got dirt in my face. Looks like I got dirt all over my face. It was a stressful like 10 minutes previous to now of me fighting with hardware, trying to so this is basically me filming something that maybe someone will watch after because nobody knows this is happening. But I dedicated to one live stream every 4 weeks, every Thursday at 7, every 4 weeks, and it's an odd naming convention, but here I am. It's a beautiful summer, Northern Ontario. The trees are just. Can I zoom? Oh yeah, I can zoom. Oh, look at my hair. Just started to bloom. So that's nice. I got a little garden. Can I turn the camera around? Oh yeah, look at this. Little garden here. So I went and bought these at a greenhouse and see how nice they are. And then I tried to grow these myself, and you can tell how crappy they are. And they are gonna end up in that. I made that yesterday. Or not yesterday. What am I saying? I made that last weekend. So, I don't know if you can hear me. This is a phone app, so I'm sure you can. I just got out of the shower. That's why I'm playing with my wet hair. Yeah, I forgot about this until about 6:30 today. So, today I wanted to do a live stream in the bus. That was the plan this morning. I knew about this morning. That was my plan this morning, was to do this live stream in the bus. And I went out on a mission today, this morning, to go get the bus. And just as I went to leave, I did a circle check around the bus. And the inside passenger, how do I say this? There's dualies in the rear. The inside dually on the passenger side, rear, was so flat, was so deflated that there was no air in it at all. I grabbed the tire and the whole tire just moved. That's how I knew. I was not going to be able to move the bus. And the bus tires require 110 psi, and I just don't have a compressor that can handle that. So, like my compressor can do like 60 psi, so that didn't work out. So yeah, they left the bus there. I was gonna go camping this weekend. We call it May 24. This is the May long weekend in Canada, so I was gonna take the bus. We're gonna go camping. Me, Cole, and my other friend Nick are going camping this weekend on Manitoulin Island, and it's gonna be really cold. It's gonna be cold at night, and it's gonna be raining, which sucks in a tent. I really wanted to bring the bus, but I guess that's not happening. So I'm gonna tent it. It's gonna suck. So it's beautiful today, though. Beautiful. So yeah, got a like. Someone came by, liked it, and left. Glad someone saw this. Yeah, I wish I could like leave this app, go make a video, tell people on Instagram that I'm here, but I really screwed up. I was trying to make a wireless setup with my camera to come out here, so I can use a real camera instead of my phone, keep my phone free, and I I couldn't get the switcher, the live broadcast switcher, to show up on my computer for some reason. It wouldn't show up in OBS. And so, with my phone. Hello, two people. I'm here talking to myself so that people who rewatch this have something to watch instead of just me sitting here. And you're gone. Fuck. Somebody come by and say something. Say hello. Interact. If nobody interacts by like 7:15, I'm out. And if somebody interacts, I'll extend it until they give up. I'm not too worried. So yeah, I'm supposed to come out with a video this weekend, but I also dropped the ball on that, and I'm not even anywhere close to having it done. And I've been just so freaking busy in the last 2 weeks that my business is finally coming back to life. So I'm gonna release it next Sunday. I'm gonna release my part 3 of the trip around Georgian Bay Loop. People who are here right now, have you watched my newest video? What do you think? Or have you seen any of my videos? Do I know you personally? Say something, please. I'm dying out here. I talk a lot, so it helps. Oh, hello. Kyrid. Do I know you? It's okay if I don't. We can get to know each other right now. It's just me and you right now. Hey man, Brooke. How's it going? How's your day? Yes, I have people talking to me. This is great. This is fantastic. I'm doing so. This morning I wanted to bring the bus to here and do a live stream from the bus, but I found out I have a very, very, very flat tire, and so is exactly where I left it this winter, which is a bummer. I wanted to use my bus this weekend to go camping, and yeah, I guess I'm tenting it, which sucks after all this work. What's happening in your life right now? I'm loving this. Look at all this interaction. This is great. What's happening in my life right now? Right now, so I'm in like recovery mode. Like I'm ADHD and I'm in like what I call recovery mode. So winters are brutal. Spring is everything's exciting, and then summer is the fun. So right now I'm in this like in between season. I'm like excited about silly stuff. So I got excited about making a garden. So I made a garden, and I can flip this. And I got, I got the beginning of something here. So just house stuff though, right? Like, but my plan right now is to get the bus back here and do a whole bunch of work on it and get it ready for this season. I gotta do a couple things like some thermal management. I want to add an extra fan. I want to add an awning, maybe an air conditioner. So I got to get the bus back to where I live. So this is the house. This is the house I'm living in with Kate, my girlfriend. And but the bus was not here all winter. It was at my buddy Jeff's. He's got a huge amount of property, and so I was able to park it there for the winter. He's got a sandblaster, so I might actually sandblast the bottom of the bus before I bring it back. There's so much going on in my life. It's a confusing question. Where are you from? I am from Sudbury, Ontario. I am Canadian. I don't know if you can hear an accent of any sort. I don't know if us Canadians have a real accent, but yeah, like it's just become like proper spring. Like things are coming to life. The trees are just starting to bud. This week was like the first week where it was like above 20, 22, 24 degrees. It felt really like summer this week, so that's nice. Hey, more Canadians. I like it. We got to insource our consumption or our content, you know. We got to watch Canadian stuff. Cool. Let me guess. Espanola, North Bay, St. Marie, Timmins, Perry Sound. Are any of those you? Or are you in between one of them? I have a cousin in Ontario. Hey, maybe I know him. There's only like 15 million of us. I'm from Saskatchewan. How is it out there in Saskatchewan? What's the weather like? Is it sunny? Is it hot? Is it flat? Are you getting any of the smoke from Manitoba? Toronto. Okay. Yeah, 4 hours. We travel to Toronto very often. Not with the bus. Though I think it'd be a cool video. I love driving my bus like an idiot. I don't know why. But I think it'd be cool to drive the bus right downtown Toronto. Like right down like Dundas, Yonge. I think it'd be cool. Most people are super scared by the idea of driving a school bus downtown Toronto. People don't like driving cars, but I think it'd be funny. And I think, you know, if you only do it once, it's okay. Just for shits and giggles. Make a good video. Hey, go buy a bus. If you want a bus, you know, go buy one. Buying the bus is not the hard part. It's all the damn worker requires to build it into something. But I believe in you. Yeah, it's pretty smoky. Yeah, I'm surprised that the smoke is actually reaching you guys. I had one of my friends drove through Manitoba, I guess just on the highway, and pretty much through the fires. Is pretty crazy. Sitting in a hotel in Revelstoke, BC, on my way to Calgary and eventually Southern Ontario. That's cool. Hey, come stop by. Sudbury's kind of, a waypoint through if you're heading to Southern Ontario. We're the gateway to Southern Ontario, unless you go through the States. And a lot of us Canadians don't really want to do that right now. Fort Erie, nice. Working in the oil sands or something gas related. I'm surprised by how many people are on here. Actually, it's 3, but I mean, you guys are all engaging, which is great. I don't know if like using my phone changes the algorithm to like show more people, but usually I do this all with my computer and a camera and a switcher, and it's a lot of setup. Hold on, I'm going back in the comments because I missed some stuff. He's a professional soccer player too. Okay, who is the soccer player? I just got to go back. I'm from Canada too. Oh, your cousin, I think. I can't buy a bus. I'm too young. Oh, okay. Well, you know, something to plan for. If you can type, I'm sure you're close to getting a license at some point. As soon as you turn, in Canada, you can buy things you can own a vehicle at any age, but to drive it, you got to be 17. Thanks. I just subscribed. Thank you for the subscription. Every sub helps. My channel has been. I'm not driving, my dude. What do you mean? Flip. Who's Flip? Fort Erie. I'm not driving, my dude. Are you gonna fly? Fort Ontario. I had to go back because I'm confusing. No, same. Hell yeah. That's cool. W. Yeah. Wait one more year for my learners. Yeah. Hey, it's something to plan for. I wish I started off young. And there's a lot to learn, and everything I learned when building this, I didn't know before. And there was no prerequisite. There's no schooling I went to. There's no nothing. If you want to learn something, just figure it out. So you're flying, I guess, if you're not driving. Well, then you're not going to come through Sudbury unless you came through our airport, which would be the stupidest flight path ever. Yeah. 5 people. This is one of the more successful live streams with people I don't know, which is cool. I like meeting new people. My last live stream, I don't know if any of you know Jimmy and Natalie. They're another van bus life friends of mine, and they're the only I would call successful YouTubers. and they were kind of like talking back and forth with me on my last live stream 4 weeks ago, and they kept the live stream alive because if there's nobody here, I can only talk to myself for so long until I go nuts. When did you start streaming? I started at 7 o'clock. What's your favorite thing during the summer? My favorite thing during the summer, I just love it all. I don't know. There's just the vibe, the feeling, the smell of the air, thunderstorms. I really love thunderstorms. My new favorite thing, I know it's kind of bus related, but I like sitting in the bus during like a rainstorm or a thunderstorm and listening to the pitter patter of rain on the skylight of the bathroom. Just super cozy. Beyond that, one-wheeling. I have a one-wheel, and I love riding that thing around. Feels like you're snowboarding on pavement. You get to just carve, and I love it. I would buy another one. I'd buy that thing again and again and again. They're expensive, but it's worth it. And I do it all the time. You can go anywhere. I want to try one-wheeling. I want to try sitting in the bus with the rain. They're both nice. I'm trying to think if I have a video that actually shows me using the one wheel. I think you can briefly see it. Yeah, one wheeling. You can briefly see it on my my video about the GoTrax, the bike, the e-bike I got. Because the GoTrax is also an electric travel majiggy, but it's not as fun. They paid me to make the video, and I'm pretty honest about it. But in the video I think there's like a clip of me riding the one wheel as well. The one wheel is cool because you can film because you have two hands available, but the GoTrax can go way farther. Like, it can go like 100 kilometers, whereas the one wheel can only go like 10 kilometers. But yeah, one wheel's great because you can just leave it in the trunk of your car all the time if you don't worry about someone stealing it. You leave it in the trunk of your car, and anywhere you are, you just go for a ride. So it's a nice way to explore cities. You can do trails. You can ride off road. Game? No, I have a PS4. Oh, I mean, I have an Oculus Quest 3, or I guess it's Meta Quest 3, the newest one. I play games on there sometimes, but it's less. I don't consider that as much gaming. They're just like immersive. Like, I'll watch shows in big screen. What are you growing in your garden? I have onions. I'll show you as I talk. So these are the ones I grew. These from seeds. These ones were seedlings when I started. So these are some kind of onion. These are mint, like actual mint, like not like slang, like mint. Tomatoes. These are some kind of, and they're stuck on each other now. Over here, I got, these ones are strawberries. I got zucchini. This is zucchini. I got some garlic chives. Yeah, chives. Oh, this is a dirty lens. Hold on. I got chives, and then these are, I have to look. And I don't know what those. Oh, broccoli. Yeah. So peppers, broccoli, chives, zucchini, strawberries, onions, mint, tomatoes. So that's my thing. Is that a pool in the back? Pool? No, I don't have a pool. This is just like an old deck. I built this. This is the garden that everything's gonna go into. And then the backyard is just a giant rock. I'll just flip the camera. So like this is the fire pit. Don't mind the diesel. That's don't worry about that. And then this is the big rock, like a hill, and goes in the forest. No pool, unfortunately. Okay, my hair's bugging me. I'm gonna put it up. Lori says, "Oh my God, I miss you so much. Lori from River and Sky. Lori, is that who I'm talking to? If so, I missed you too. If not, remind me. Yeah, that's the Lori. That's my River and Sky buddies, my camping buddies. How's it going? And if I'm misremembering who you are, tell me. Don't let me sit here and embarrass myself. Not great with names. I'm going to sit on here till 7:30. Just so everyone knows, it's the sun's going to start setting, and I'm probably getting a suntan while doing this. And my phone's dying. I didn't plan to use my phone for this. That was not the plan. No, just a viewer, sorry. Okay, well, hi, I missed you too. I've been making content recently, but the algorithm hasn't been pushing it, so go look. I bet you'd be surprised. I've come out with some stuff. Maybe you've seen it, I don't know. But the algorithm has been punishing me, and so I'm trying to do everything I can to just kind of get it to start showing people me again. If you don't post consistently, or if you take big gaps in posting, YouTube punishes you for that. And I want to get the channel going again so that there's some value, so I can, I want to help people again. I want to get out there. Do I have plans for the future? I do. I have like 1,000 plans. In the fall, I plan on leaving with the bus and going and traveling. That is my current plan. I'm trying to make it happen. So I'm planning for that. I have a bunch of video plans. There's a couple things I want to do to the bus that are super unique and no one has done. So I want to do those things and document it and share it to the world. I also have some product ideas for other people who are building buses. So I kind of want to get in connection with other van builders and like other people who have sold products. A couple like ready-made stuff. Building a bus is super difficult because there's not as much support for it as there is at the van world. Like if you own a Sprinter van or a Ford whatever, or a Dodge whatever, there's kits. You can buy a roof kit, you can buy a solar rack kit, there's all these companies that make stuff and you just bolt it on and you're done. With a bus, you got to do everything custom, and for a lot of people that's not possible, and so I want to make things to help people, and so I've been fiddling with that idea. So my brain is always spinning on things to do. My brain does not stop. But execution's another thing, because I'm ADHD as F. And it's easy to get excited about something, but it's very hard to do the thing. So, lots of plans. Will I do it? Only time will tell. Yeah. I also got into 3D printing, and I've been printing different like parts that I haven't been able to find that don't exist. Like if you want to install a doubled-in radio into the dash of a school bus, like that's not a thing. But I designed a couple parts, so it is a thing now. So maybe I'll make an Etsy or a Shopify account in the future. Who knows? What have you done today so far? What have you done today? Well, this morning, let's start with last night. Last night, my friend came from Timmins. He showed up at like midnight last night. So we woke up, I have a spare room. So we stayed in the spare room. We woke up, had coffee right here. We had coffee right here in the backyard of the house. And we then went to the bus, because the plan was for him to help me get the bus back home so I can clean it and get it ready for a trip this weekend. We went out there, got it all ready, pulled the bus out of the spot, realized that I have a flat tire on the rear inside dually. Is flat, like completely dead flat. I don't have a pump, and I think that the Schrader valve, the valve that you put air into, is bent, and so it won't take air very easily, which means I'm gonna have to take the tire apart. So I then abandoned that plan, parked the bus, came back home, Sat on my couch. We washed my dog because my friend was petting our dog, and the dog pushes his butt up against you, and the dog had like shit in his ass, so he pushed up against him and got like there's like shit all over his pants. So we washed his clothes and whatever, but so we decided we had to wash the dog. So we washed the dog, and then I combed the dog. I used a hair dryer and I combed him. Look at this. That's fluff. That's all dog hair. Dog hair fluff. Everywhere. Look at this over there. Look at that. Fuzzy dogs, man. Fluffy, fuzzy dogs. Can we see the dog? Yeah, sure. Hold on. 1 second. I'll bring you inside. Where is he? Dan. Come here. Hey, say hi. Clean he is. Hey, look how clean he is. Can you sit? Hey, whoa, no, sit. Stay. Hey, look at him. He's not wearing his collar. Oh, no paw. Yeah, so he's nice and clean now. He's nice and clean now. He doesn't have any poop in his ass, so that's nice. Hey, just up. Whoa. Hey, oh yeah. Oh, you smell so much better. You smell so much better. So this is Fennec. Hey, look. Hey, look. Hey, oh, okay. He's still shedding. I did my best. I combed him. I used a hair dryer and I blew out all of his fluff. Okay, down. And he's like off leash trained, so he can stay outside with me without a leash. He's so cute. Also cute. He's so cute. Hey, buddy, you're so cute. Yes. What is the average price for a bus now? I know that you can't get those 2K buses anymore. 15K. First, the breed question, because that's an easier question. He is a Lab mixed with Great Pyrenees. So that's where he gets like the fluffiness. He looks really puffy right now because I just washed him. He looks kind of like a Samoyed, but he's a very like reactive dog. But so I don't know if you want to search for this exact kind of dog, but he gets very excited about everything. So yeah, I don't know about the prices of buses. I keep an eye out sometimes, and it looks like the prices have gone up for buses in general, maybe because of scrap metal prices have gone up. Scrap metal is going up because of issues with the States and Canada, at least, with like the purchase of steel. So with the increased, actually, I don't know if we're not selling our steel, wouldn't it go down? I don't know. My bus was supposed to be like $8,500. When I bought, they wanted $8,500. And I know that if they're struggling to sell it, they're going to scrap the bus, and they're only going to get like $2,000 for scrap metal. So they're going to want a little more than that. So I offered them $3,000, which is a super low ball from 85, but they're getting more than scrap metal. And if they're not going to sell it, that's where it's going. If somebody knows what they have is good. If it's a rare bus, shorter school bus, or if it's got a cool wheelbase, or, it's different in some way, I think that it's going to be closer to 15,000 probably, because it's going to be sought after. But with anything, it's supply and demand. And there's a lot of school companies out there who have to retire their buses. So I don't think they're going to shoot up. I think that people who buy a bus that they know it's worth something and then hold on to it and then try to resell it again, those are the guys who want 15 grand. The school bus companies don't. They're somewhere in the middle. And they don't want the bus to just sit there. If you're a transportation company, you only have so much space in the yard. You don't want a bus sitting at the end of the yard. So I would don't buy a rusty, crappy bus. I think that if you're going to spend 15 grand, make sure that it is a immaculate bus with like, don't, unless you want a full-size school bus, sure, but try to find something that's a little bit that suits your needs in size. Don't go too big. And if that costs you more, that's okay, because you're going to save money on materials. You're going to save money on a headache. You might keep the bus longer. A lot of people change over to van life, and they change over to van life because they find that the bus is too big. So that costs them a bunch of money by giving up. Yeah, I don't, and beyond that, I don't know. I don't sell buses. Also, it depends on what region you're from. So, yeah, every region's different. We could be in a different country, right? $15,000 Canadian, $15,000 US. Any other questions? I heard that famous place in Arizona closed. Famous place in Arizona. AAA. Is it the, like, Scully-Palooza? Famous place in Arizona. Or are you talking about like Area 51? I've never been to Arizona, so I don't know much about it. I'm kind of thirsty. Should I take a drink? Hey, Fen? Don't attack me. Don't attack me. What's the famous place? Tell me more. Oh no, everybody's bailing. What do you do in your free time? Me? I dream. Play on my phone. Waste my life away on reels, which I don't wish for. I don't really consider it free time. Like, there's always something to do, so I never give myself I never consider it free time. I never think of it that way. I'm a business owner, so there's always something to do. And if I'm not doing it, I feel like I'm being... Sorry. Yeah, it's fine. The dog has been taken away. That's the place where all the YouTubers were getting their buses. AAA. Oh, okay. There's a place in Arizona for like cheaper, better, like high quality buses. That makes sense. I'm assuming there's no winter in Arizona, and that's the biggest killer. That's the thing that makes buses shit, is winter. If a bus is used on salt roads, by the time it's at the end of its service life, it's junk. And I never heard of that place though. If it was a really good place, it sucks that it's closed. I barely have free time. Yeah. I have lots of free time, I guess, but I don't consider it free time, and I don't know. But yeah. What was that question again? What do you do in your free time? Yeah, mostly play on my phone. I ride my one wheel. I try to think of something to do. Edit videos, YouTube videos. Yeah, I don't have like a job, like a 9-to-5 job. If I did, then I would just consider everything, the entire time that I'm not at work would be free time, and I used to enjoy my free time more. When I was working 9 to 5, I would come home and then I would go do shit I wanted to do. Are your inventions going to be tools? No, not really. My inventions are like parts. Trim, window trim doesn't exist for like a spacing window trim. It's like little things, little gaps. Maybe like air conditioners, if you want to mount an air conditioner on the bottom side of a bus. Like making a proper rack that would hold it. Like design it first and then just replicate and sell. Like do the fabrication, welding, and all that stuff so people can just buy it and bolt it on. I'm going to make a larger fuel tank for my bus. So increase capacity and also just a tank replacement. A better, like an aluminum tank. And so if I make one and I have the designs and someone wants one, I can build another and another and another. And if it catches on, just keep it as a regular thing. So like fuel tanks, solar rack, maybe a prefabbed rooftop deck for international buses that are the same roof as mine. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I've figured out, but I know that a lot of people aren't like me. They're not gonna want to weld. Like, welding is out of the wheelhouse of a lot of people. 3D printing is out of the wheelhouse of a lot of people. Electronics design, that's another thing that I'd like. I like to make a pre-made device that you wire up to the door controller of an international bus so that you can open and close your door automatically, like with a remote, because I did that for my bus. I have a remote that opens and closes it, and I don't know anybody else who's done it. And I think that everybody should have the ability to, you know, hands-free open your door, and then once it's closed, you know, there's no fiddling with a lock. It's more secure. So that's another thing I'd like to make. I can go on and on. Prefab water tanks, the tanks that use every single square inch of an underbody space. That's another thing I'd like to make. Just out of experience, that there was nothing really to buy for myself, and I had to put 2 plastic tanks together, which I didn't love. So there's wasted space in there. It should have been used for holding water. It'd be cheaper. I can make it cheaper than buying 2 tanks and then insulating it. So making a pre-made, insulated, perfect fit tank that someone could just buy, and I'd have a little shop that me and my friends make these parts and send them to you guys. That's what I want to do. What else? Don't hold me to account for any of this stuff, because if there's no interest, it's not happening. What else do I want to make? Yeah, window kits. I want to make window. Did you say my name, dumb cunt? What? James Peyton. Are you supposed to be some kind of troll? Can you say my name? James Patton. I think he's just saying that so he gets attention. That's okay. No need to fight. Hey, I'd be flattered. There's only 2 of you. Please don't fight. I think Lori gave up. It says there's only 2 of you here, but I feel like there's more people talking than 2. What else can I make? Yeah, window trim kits. You can make those pretty easily. Yeah. It says 4. Hey, it's 4 of you. Oh, now it says 3 on my screen. I think it's all delayed for me. Can I exit this and it not? I just want to check my messages. Sent a video. Bring your one wheel later and we can ride. Oh, okay. Cole wants to go riding. Now I'm here. I just had to keep my mouth shut. Ha ha ha. Yeah, there's no point. I think people just make comments. They just, want to be seen or something. I don't know. That's not rude. As long as it's not targeted at anybody, he's just saying words. And I don't think swear word. I sound like such an idiot when I say that, but I don't think swear words exist. As humans, they're just blah, blah, blah. They're just sounds. What we put on them is what makes it a swear. I swear a lot. That's why I'm saying that. But it's the intent. 7:41. I managed to last 41 minutes. I was gonna cancel this. I'm every time I do this, I'm surprised. I should stop being so surprised. I'm very surprised that you guys came and are chatting with me. It's pretty cool. I promise next time I'll have a bus here, so it's a little bit more on topic. This house is off topic. We're not about this. We're about buses and living in them. Yeah. Yeah. Yay. Yay. It's like I'm illiterate or something. Yeah, next time we'll be with the bus. Inside the bus. I have, coming back to, when will your next stream be? My next stream will be, can I do this? I need to get to my calendar. Can I still do this? Did I disappear for a second there? I'm just gonna check my calendar. I don't know. I'm gonna schedule it on my YouTube channel. It'll be in 4 weeks from today. So whatever day today is, stay. So every Thursday, 7 o'clock, every 4 weeks. So today, there's today's, and then there's gonna be three weeks, and then the next one. You're gonna have to look at my channel when I put it up. I wish I was better at explaining time. But every 4 weeks. It's my next live stream. I'm supposed to be coming out with a video tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, Sunday. There will be no video this Sunday. I know nobody's waiting for it. Maybe there's somebody waiting for it. But I'm sorry, there will not be a video this Sunday. It will have to come the following Sunday. Because I'm too busy and I'm going camping this weekend. So no video. But when it does come out, it's going to be part three of the Georgian Bay Loop. Finishing off that little like mini series of travel videos that I made last July. That's how slow I am at this. Last July I filmed that. It'll come out soon. I haven't seen, there hasn't been a whole lot of interest in my videos recently. So I don't know what people want to see. I thought the travel videos was the whole point of having a bus and making a YouTube channel. I thought that would be like the main like point of interest. But I guess if there's no like hook, or there's no like big, like exciting, dramatic thing that happens in it, there's no reason to watch it. But you know, if you want to be like a huge supporter of mine, you should go watch those last couple travel videos. I only got like 300 views in the last one. Not only, I mean, I'm still glad that 300 people spent a half an hour of their time watching my video. But the numbers are kind of falling off. So it tells me that there's not as much interest as I maybe thought there was. Yeah, our RV parts still giving schoolies crap. RV parks giving crap. People were having problems finding spots to camp park. I've never had an issue with an RV camp giving me trouble. That being said, I've only been to a couple. I usually try to avoid spending money to go to those because I have all the hookups I need. I think that if you make a piece of crap bus that looks visually sketchy, I think that people are going to reject you being in their space because they're worried about either safety, or I would assume safety. If it's not safety, it's prejudice because they're being assholes. Like if something looks really, really, really slapped together and jank, I think that there's just a problem with, you know, is this thing going to catch on fire, or who knows what else, right? So I think that there's a bit of if you're building a bus, do a good paint job, put in decent windows, you know, make sure it's rust free. That's really going to get you far because people are going to look at that and have a little more respect for it. And that respect is going to get you into places that a rust bucket will not get into. It just looks like, oh, this thing's well inside, electrical system and safety. But people, you know, they're a little stupid and they see something rusty and they can be dicks. I'll be one of the people who watch your videos. Thank you. Thank you for watching them. I appreciate people spending the time and watching them. Put a lot of effort into those videos. Making videos is not easy. And now with TikTok, it's so much easier to just make short form content. Go watch my shorts too. I make those too. I have a couple short form videos. They're not as exciting, but and there's a lot of sketchy looking ones. Oh yeah, there's a lot of sketchy looking ones. That's part of. I want to help people make better rigs. I want to increase. I want to raise the bar so that there's higher quality. Everyone's safer. I love shorts. Well, if you go onto my YouTube channel and you go to the shorts section on your phone or on your computer, there's a couple in there. And the dog, Fan, he's in one of the first ones where we're clearing the snow this winter. Like video shorts. Yeah, the short form, the shorts, like they're like reels but on YouTube. Don't get too sucked in. They can be addictive and spend a lot of time wasted on shorts. I think that long form content is better for the attention span and for the mind to watch something and just go with. There's short form videos don't have pace. They're just like gah, 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 gah. Long form content, so you can take the time and show more detail and explain an atmosphere and feel the vibe of the space, and and then speed it up when exciting things happen and get into more detail and tell a fuller story. Making a short form video is it's a narrow window of reality. The sun looks kind of cool right here. My short videos are sections of full-length videos, and so I'm not spending a whole lot of effort making them. I'm basically, well, I am actually. I'm shortening the story. I'm not just taking a section. I'm taking a section, but then like hyper condensing it, getting rid of like every little bit that doesn't help the story, and I get rid of it, and that's what the shorts I'm making are. So I spend about 3 hours on YouTube a day. I'm addicted to YouTube thing. I think that YouTube, if you're going to waste time on any platform, go outside. Number one, try to go outside. But if you can't, or, don't want to, I think YouTube is the best of them all. That's why I spend time on here. This is why I post things on here. This is why I put effort into this community, because I think that this is just better. You learn more. It doesn't fry your attention span. It helps creators on here. Like I have the potential of making money if I'm successful, whereas there's no chance of being successful. Well, there's a chance of being popular, but you're not going to make any money on any Facebook product like Meta, Facebook, Instagram, anything else. That's for them to make money. You're the product that they can sell. They make the money. Here, I make a cut, which is nice. I'm a long form person, taking notes and all that. Don't get me wrong. I like goats in pajamas sometimes too. I spend a lot of time on reels. I don't want to. That's my gripe, is I don't like that I do it. It's addictive on purpose, and it's got me sometimes. And that makes me hate the product, and that's why I don't recommend it. And I purposely did not download TikTok when it became popular. I knew that it would be addictive. And so I was like, I am not going to download this thing. It is purposefully addictive. And then they added it to Instagram, which I already had. And then I became addicted. I live in a new build. So there is dirt everywhere. I don't know what that means. I live in a new building, so there's dirt everywhere. Oh, like the yard is like, yeah, I know what you mean. My backyard was like that when I first moved into my apartment. It was just a muddy backyard. But I was the one renting it, so I ordered a dump truck to bring some gravel, filled the backyard with gravel. I can't go outside. I'm sure you can. I mean, I don't know how young you are, but I'm sure if you go down the street or, up the neighborhood, there might be a park or some green space. And maybe not. Maybe you can't go outside. And that sucks, because nature is very good for you. We are from nature, and we need it, I think. I go shopping often, though. Well, do they have green spaces in the shopping center? Do they have like a garden center or like a flower shop? That's good. That's good for the soul. I've learned so much from YouTube. Canning, gardening, making Christmas decor, tons of recipes, schoolies, stuff, tons of stuff. Yeah, there's so much to learn. Everything I know is from YouTube at some point. Everything I know. Didn't learn a whole lot in school. I mean, I learned math, but I don't use that anymore. But every hyper obsession I have comes from it. I learned how to paint. I learned how to like Bob Ross, like oil painting. I learned how to fix my cars. I learned how to build a school bus into a tiny home. I learned electrical systems. I learned batteries. There's so much on there. The sun is like, it's bouncing off of a window and hitting me in the face. Keep doing this. Okay, 8 o'clock. That's my cutoff. Hello, Hasim. Hello, how are you today? We live in the information age, and if you want to learn, it's all there. There's also a lot of misinformation on here, but we're not going to talk about that. Bye. Bye, Brooke. See you in the next live stream. Message retracted. Well, we know that they said bye. So bye. Probably a kid. Get on YouTube. Well, this has been cool. Nope, never mind, I'm staying. Oh, okay. Is that why you retracted your message? Well, I'm not staying forever. I'm only going to be on here for another 5 minutes. I'm staying on because y'all are talking now. Can you hear the birds? It's so nice. Yep. After this, maybe I'll go one-wheeling. We'll ride down the streets. If you have Instagram and want to see my day-to-day stuff, my Instagram is Adam Glace. So adam.glehs. If you wanted to follow me on there, you can see my day-to-day life. I post some bus stuff on there that's more like loose. So I'm electrics, water hog, and temperatures, everything. I'm concerned with schoolies. I'm an electricity water hog. Yeah, you have to be more conservative with water. I could build an electrical system that is infinite. You can use as much power as you want. I think there's value in conscious living, and living in a schoolie which has a finite resources makes you aware of your usage of those resources. And we live in a finite, like, our world is finite. Like, we only have so much resources on this planet. So it's, it's kind of like an eco thing. You kind of realize your footprint in the world when you're living in it. Especially if you're like, if you have a black water tank, you realize how much crap you make. And garbage is a huge thing. Like, if you have a garbage can in a house, you realize how fast that fills when you're in a bus. It's a small container. But the temperature thing, I really like hot water. I love hot water too. I don't use cold water. There are ways to engineer your way out of those two concerns. For the water, if it's for showering, if you enjoy a hot shower, which I assume is what you mean, I've seen infinite hot water loop systems. It adds complexity, it adds cost, but essentially you add a separate water tank and a separate water pump and separate water filters. And instead of your shower draining into a tank that just gets dumped, it drains to a tank that a water pump pulls from, and then pumps it back at you after filtering it. Because really, when you're showering, for the most part, it's clean water for the most part. And to beat the dirty part of the shower is have like a valve, and basically the water when you're soaping and really making the water dirty, you flip the switch, it dumps it to your normal tank, and then when you just want to stand there in the hot water, you flip the switch again, and then just let the water run over you, and then the water just keeps pumping back on you, clean, for the most part, clean. So you're just recycling the water. That's problem number one solved for your temperature problem. Air conditioning. If you design a bus with enough insulation, you want lots of insulation on the walls and the floor, and you want insulated windows. So get rid of your get rid of school bus windows and install proper RV windows. You can add an air conditioner. If you have enough solar, you can run that air conditioner and keep it the right temperature. And then heating isn't a problem. You can just run a diesel heater. So you can engineer your way out of all of your concerns. So I don't like to be cold. I have a skin condition where I break out in hives if my skin gets cold. And so I can't use cold water. I can, but I don't want to break out in hives. So, yeah. I saw a girl that takes all of her groceries out of the packaging at the grocery store to not even bring trash in the bus. Throw away. Yeah, I know people who do that too. I know a lot of people who do that. The garbage adds up so fast. It's so much garbage. If you do plan on building a school bus and you need, like, if you need consultation, you can reach out to me on YouTube. My email address is on my channel. Also, you can reach out to me on Instagram, adam.glehs, and I can show you some ideas that can solve your issues. And if you're not a builder, I'm for hire. If you want to build a system, if you want something built for you, I'll come build it. Bye. Have a good night. I'm going for real this time. Okay, bye. Thanks for joining. Bye for real this time. Can I type? Start a poll, start a Q&A. I'm learning. What are these buttons? What is this button? Oh. Why would I want... Has some weird backgrounds. I feel like the mechanicals are everything. Mechanicals, like the bus itself. Whoa. Stay. I feel like mechanicals are everything. Yeah, like if the bus being like mechanically sound. You definitely need a good mechanic if you're going to own a school bus, duty vehicle. You can't just have a regular mechanic work on it. Even I rely on my friends who know more than me. Okay, well, it's 8 o'clock. It's just me and you, Lori. So reach out to me on Instagram if you have any issues, and if not, I'll be back on here live in 4 weeks. So I'm going to end it now. It's good chatting with you. I don't know how to end this, so I'm going to push some buttons. Okay, bye. Oh, wait, yes. So many people spend money on looks, but it breaks down. Yeah, you need something that lasts. Okay, have a good night.